The guys.
Just telling you the story.
Okay, thanks for that.
Well, that surprised me though. Like, wow, the things that are going on, you know what I mean, and the things that people are making money from in like the sort of underworld of things that you don't really see if you're just working at the local fish and chip shop, and you know that's your life of 40 hours work and then going out in the weekend, hanging out in the park. But meanwhile, there's people in the industry of all that, you know, semi-underworld sort of stuff.
You know that there's a boat out at Marina Mirage that takes tourists, Chinese tourists, and they pay $400 over in China to see the Gold Coast. And the boat, it's like non-stop all day, full of these people who think they're going to go and, you know, see something fabulous. Yeah. It's literally a 20-minute round trip down one canal and back, and then off they go.
That sucks.
Yeah. And then they get off, the next load gets on. Wow. Money-making scam.
Yeah. Makes me sad because imagine if you had a bad experience of the Gold Coast.
Totally. Well, how is that seeing the Gold Coast?
Yeah. I've heard about that. And them charging to go to the beach, like it's like a $9 beach tax.
Really?
Oh, yeah, that was in the paper a little while ago. Like tour of it. But meanwhile, they're coming potentially from mainland China where it's just pollution and horrible. They're still probably getting something pretty great. You know, they're shuffling. Hey, when was the last time you went on one of those? I couldn't think of anything worse. Lots of people do it, to go to a holiday destination and then get on a tour. Like, have you ever done that? Where every day you're going doing something with all
in
these
China, actually,
people?
down the Yangtze River.
Did you?
Yeah. I went on a what was supposed to be this really plush cruise, but it ended up being like a barge down the Yangtze River. That was a bit of a tour.
Yeah. Was it clean?
No.
Explain it.
No, and I'll never forget. What do they call that? Where you drop down. The boat goes in and then the walls go up and then you drop down. What's that called?
Going from one river to another.
Moat? No. What is that called?
The Panama Canal is one of those.
And oh my God, we were going down and the walls
Slipway?
No, I don't know. No, that's...
I don't know.
It actually freaked me out to the point I was convulsing going, if this just collapsed, we'd be dead.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was...
Wow.
Dirty, filthy.
Wow.
Filthy. But yeah, I've done a few things like that.
Yeah.
Travelling the world.
Yeah, but
of course you have.
Yeah, but I would do anything not to be in a touring group.
Organised tours, no, not where they go, Cindy, you got half an hour to be back on the bus.
And you constantly hear this lady in your group's voice talking to her husband, Daryl. You know what I mean? Like, oh, isn't that lovely? You're like, oh, if I hear her voice ever again, I'm just going to kill her. Like, you know what I mean? You get to know this little group of people where you never would have hung out with in the first place.
You know what I do backpacking? I go to the travel agent, get the travel brochures, look at the organised tours, see exactly where they go and copy that itinerary for a short period of time. Right. So, you know, yeah.
When are you going on holidays again?
Next week.
Really?
Week after, just to Melbourne.
Oh, that's cool.
Overseas? I don't know. Yeah. I'm due for a holiday. Do you want to go away? Holiday?
Of course I do.
Where are you going? You're going to Japan.
Japan. Yep, June, just for 2 weeks.
Okay.
But I'm due for a holiday.
So
crack some coconuts and...
No side street events in July, June.
Yeah, I think you offered me something. Didn't you? Didn't you say something about June and I couldn't do it? I was in...
Can't remember.
Yeah?
Oh, there we go.
I'm going to take a photo of you. You look great under this light. You're right, Cindy. All right, I'm not trying to... Eh?
So, getting back to coconuts, we talked about that first episode as well, about coconuts at...
Yep.
Coconuts on the Gold Coast. Yes, Drew. Big pose.
Someone...
he hates me posing.
Someone...
Cindy, just be normal.
Yeah, just be normal.
I lived in LA, and while I was acting over there, I got taught how to pose for photos, up, out, and down, and it's just second nature now.
Yeah, do it.
There we go. Did you
up,
see that?
Up, and down. What does that mean?
Yeah. So you pull your head up, out, and then down.
Okay. Right. Okay.
Perfect.
As opposed to like going.
But I can do it now when no one knows I'm doing it.
Okay.
But I could just see what you.
My one is this, right? Sort of squint your eyes a little bit, like tightens up you know, like tightens up your face a little, just like,
Ah.
you know, like, and look with purpose.
Right.
Yeah, look with purpose. Like, look through the camera, as they say, you know. Not, and I take the worst photos, but that's the one for me. But because my normal one is just like, eh. Do you ever do this? Have you ever looked through an old photo book of you when you were 12 and go, like,
Why didn't someone tell me my hair looked like a bird's
oh,
nest?
such a dick, you know?
Yeah, of course.
Yeah, like,
But the worst thing is, everyone told me my hair looked like a bird's nest. But we were too cool back then to, you know, we're like, what would they know? This is the style.
right.
I've got the style. Now you look and go, fuck, I should have listened to them. It really did look tragic.
Just that time between 8 and, I don't know,
I had a
15
flat
where
top.
you're just total dork. Yeah.
Did you have a flat top?
Yeah, great ones.
What else did I had permed fringe?
Okay. Listen, just the fringe. Just a fringe.
Oh, stop
Yeah.
it.
You know what I liked? That girlfriend I was talking about in the back day.
Your fat girlfriend?
A crimper. No, she wasn't fat. She was just round and good. A crimper.
Oh, yeah.
Remember the 80s sort of crimped
Beautiful.
hair? It was
yes.
awesome.
Yes, we have to bring the crimping back to the
Yeah.
80s week party at
Yeah.
the Avenue. Yes, we have to add crimping.
It's like-
we have to have a crimping competition.
Right.
Wear your best crimp. Yes.
To me, it's like you see
The
like...
Titanic's and crimping.
Yeah, wow.
The Titanics can crimp
Good band name
for
too,
you.
The Crimps.
Sounds a bit like creeps.
The Crimps. It's like a male attractant, I reckon, crimped hair or pink hair.
Now there's new crimpers that actually have a wave like perming.
Okay.
They're wave crimpers.
When I think of perm, I think of real tight.
Yeah, that was my fringe.
Yeah. Weird, eh?
Yeah, there you go. So, yeah, heaps of those photos.
My high school photos, all the chicks have like really hairsprayed.
80s.
Think of 80s John Farnham,
Yeah.
you know, and
Tina
Kylie
Arena.
Minogue, and
Tina Arena.
Yeah. But you look back now and go, wow.
What was I thinking? She wasn't the hottest at school?
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
You think people are getting better looking now? Better diets or something? What do you reckon?
No, I reckon the kids are looking older, definitely. You look at boys in year 12 and they look like men of 25, don't you think? They've all got beards, whereas when we went to school, I'm sure we talked about this last podcast,
Maybe.
they didn't have beards. They were boys.
Right. Maybe.
Talking about food, definitely additives,
Yeah, okay.
hormones.
Yep.
Better looking? No, I don't think so. I think we just grew up in Brisbane.
Right.
And now we live on the Gold Coast.
Yeah. I hung out at my old skate park that I, used to hang around this one park called Underwood Park. And
Definitely no good looking people in Underwood back in the
well,
80s.
it's actually changed a lot. It still had this air of misery and you can't explain it. Like the Gold Coast, some reason is like clean and the green is greener. There it's pretty brown. You're in the sort of in the bush a little. But definitely multiculturalism has changed that whole suburb. Like the park were filled with people, like just different faces. It was a really
Nice.
whitey kind of Rochdale was a real
Yeah,
whitey.
yeah.
So I think now it's like, wow.
It was a real working, because there's a big industrial area there, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's the real workers.
So it's
area.
heaps of Islander sort of people
Yeah,
and
nice.
sort of Vietnamese faces and lots of Muslim people
Yeah, right.
hanging out.
And in walks Drew
In walks Drew, like,
with
hey,
his skatey
this is
under
my
his
park.
arm. Don't you know who I am?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Standing on the place I used to,
There you go. Speaking of fat girlfriends, I don't know what sort of name you'd call it. My affectionate name from someone at the moment is Beef Cheeks, and Little Fat Lamb. So
for you.
yeah, for me. And I was telling my girlfriend yesterday while we were sitting on the bike that I'm called Little Fat Lamb and Beef Cheeks. And she's like, oh, my
cute.
God, how do you, seriously? Oh, my God, I would be devastated. And I said, I find it quite cute.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
yeah.
That's pretty cute.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There you go. Anyway, Little Fat Lamb comes from, there's a new alcoholic beverage, or I don't know how new it is. Have you had it?
No.
I was buying something else at the bottle shop and this guy goes, "Oh, if you're after a good time, you need to have Little Fat Lamb." And I'm like, what the hell is Little Fat Lamb? I'm in a bottle shop. It comes in a soft drink bottle. You've not seen it?
No.
And it's like ginger beer. There's 2 different types. Wow. It gets you wasted after 3
Really?
sips. Yeah, and it tastes amazing.
Does it?
Yes.
Yeah,
And it's only $7 a bottle.
You're kidding?
No.
I want that now. Really?
I'll buy some Little Fat Lamb. Anyway, that name is...
What's it based around? Vodka or something?
Ginger beer. Like, I don't know, actually.
Yeah, wow.
Yeah, it's a ginger
Okay.
beer. But it gets you shit-faced.
Wow. 10:20
For $7.
You're right. 10:20 a.m.
Yeah, yes. Thanks
Well,
for
that's
that.
cool to know. You know, when I went, whenever you go overseas, are you ever surprised that, hang on a minute, like every country has its own spirit? When you thought there was only vodka, bourbon, rum, that was it. Like in Japan, there's all these ones that are based off of rice and potatoes. You know, like there's all these different, in Brazil.
Like sake, right?
Yeah, it's all based on different fermented vegetables. Right, or, yeah, like, that blows my mind. Potentially this Little Fat Lamb could be one of them. Something completely new to us. Ginger, might be fermented something. Got to have it. Let's go.
Yeah, I'll get you some.
Tennis
You know how
shop.
yesterday we were talking about our next podcast, we'll have 4 bottles of champagne?
Yeah,
How about I
that'd
bring
be so funny.
Little Fat Lamb?
Okay, all right.
Yeah?
Yeah, and an Uber. I have to ring an Uber. A couple of
Ah,
Ubers.
yeah, there you go.
Oh, mate, if I get the muffin guy, that'd be good.
There you go. So, I don't mind beef cheeks and Little Fat Lamb.
That's pretty good.
What's your nickname?
This is a weird one.
Crux.
It's actually Chunny.
What the hell?
Yeah.
Explain.
Try to explain. Well, in Japan, wife's Japanese. In Japan, you wouldn't be just Cindy. You're Cindy-chan. Okay? Like Daniel's son. You know, Daniel's son from Karate Kid. Mm-hmm. Right? So everyone's son. If you didn't know, if you were like a young, if you thought affectionately of someone, you'd call them Chan. Like Chan, really. That's Chan. So when I first heard this, like 10 years ago from my wife, I'm like, Chan. I started calling her Chunny. Hey, Chunny! You know, because I'm an Aussie, have to put A on the end of everything. That's that. So she calls me that now.
Okay. What about your mates?
Oh, I don't know. Drewy.
And all the desperate housewives out there call you the Titan Man.
What about you, Cindy? Cindy's too easy to say. It's good to say. It's easy to say Cindy.
CJ, I get a lot. CJ. Yeah. A
CJ's
lot.
all right. CJ. I like calling you up and go, Jensen! It reminds me like, I think it was one of those cartoons I grew up with. Yeah.
That's the Jetsons.
The Jetsons. Well, the Jetson, he had a...
Hey, George Jensen. Yeah. Hey, do you reckon we'll ever be driving around in the sky? Hey, George Jensen.
No. The Jetson, Blaine, his wife,
Oh, yeah, that's it.
daughter Judy. Dun, dun, dun. Yeah, but he had a boss. Jetson! That's why you probably hate it, but I'll go, Jensen! That's from that.
Yeah, right, okay.
All right. Because you never actually replied why. I'm sure you're always confused. Jensen!
No.
Oh, whatever.
I just see it as,
Whatever.
that's the affectionate
CJ.
Drew Cruck name.
Sifa.
So what's
It's weird this morning. We're doing this too early. I feel like I'm in it.
It's great.
Yeah.
We haven't even touched on one subject we talked about yesterday.
No.
Which is great.
Yeah,
which
is it
is
good?
fabulous.
Yeah, we were pretty wild yesterday.
Yeah.
So Buskers by the Creek, you don't want to say anything?
No, it's
You've done some amazing stuff. We just went
gearing up
you
to
just
be
had a
amazing.
huge festival, Freaks and Beats at Night Quarter,
yeah, thanks.
which is the
for
greatest venue
emceeing.
on the Gold Coast.
Oh my God, Drew, you are amazing. MC, you nailed it.
I just like doing your events, you know what I'm saying? You know?
In your
Here I
penguin
was.
suit.
Well, let me explain it. Cindy said, hey, do you want to do MC Freaks and Beats at Night Quarter? I didn't even know what both of them were. You know, when you're busy with stuff, you go, yeah, I'll think about it properly closer to the date. It wasn't until a couple of weeks before I kind of actually looked up Space Cowboy, Swallow Swords,
And I'm
Zoe,
devastated you didn't get the women out of the audience up on stage to do some sword swallowing